Hi, my name's AlexDenton. I'm a 24-year-old zoology postgraduate from the UK. My journey to making this video has started off with me watching nature documentaries as a child, and now I'm currently based in the beautiful Western Cape of South Africa. My background from a biological sciences point led me to study zoology for my undergraduate degree, and then conservation and biodiversity for my master's. I'm now currently based in Cape Town working for a couple of NGOs spreading the conservation message, which I hope to do more and more as my career develops. I'm currently in the monkey jungle of World of Birds in Hout Bay in Cape Town with these little squirrel monkeys, which are endemic to South America and unfortunately, as with many species, are quite critically endangered. So they're quite inquisitive little guys. I think I'd make a good host because I've always been very passionate about the natural world, and I'm always very keen to spread this passion to other people, and I realise how vital this is to get this message across, and how useful tools like television and radio are at doing this and getting the message across and getting people involved. Currently in the tortoise enclosure of the World of Birds. We've got some mountain tortoises and leopard tortoises. One of the important things about this whole collection of animals is not only an educational outreach tool to obviously get people involved in what animals are out there, but it's also a sanctuary. A lot of these animals come from, unfortunately, neglected homes, and some of them recently in Cape Town there were huge fires, and they've actually been brought here out of the inferno to a safe refuge where they can, enjoy the rest of their lives, not in any danger. Okay, so a bit more about what I'm currently doing in South Africa now. I'm based at Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens, working for an NGO called the South African Environmental Observation Network. Basically, this is a team of scientists working on the fynbos being the native vegetation to the Western Cape. Now, the Western Cape forms part of the Cape Floristic region, which is actually the smallest plant biome, but the most rich and biodiverse. There's an incredible number of species found there, like in the thousands, and obviously that supports a great number of wildlife, such as this giant or milky eagle owl, an incredible specimen. And so I'm looking at the vegetation, which obviously lots of other species rely on. If there's no vegetation, there's no little rodents for this guy to feed on, and the whole system relies on species which sometimes are overlooked, but I'm really excited to be studying. Also, I've just started a project with the Wildlife and Environment Society of South Africa. This is something I'm really passionate about because I'm getting to do some educational outreach work. So I'm getting to pass my passion off and my knowledge off on students, high school students, which hopefully will have the same passion as me and then go on and follow this through into their employment. And also I'm working at Stellenbosch University with a PhD student on her thesis looking at freshwater shrimp. So basically I spend a few days a month driving all around the Western Cape, finding beautiful pristine rivers, diving in with a net, catching shrimp and whatever else I can find for her to do her thesis work on, which is incredibly exciting. Basically just getting around to explore areas of this beautiful part of the world that I'm currently in. So studying the natural sciences and biology and biodiversity throughout most of my adult life, I've been fortunate to be taken to some really amazing places. Obviously now being based in South Africa, along with the South African penguins. I've also been able to go to Kenya. During my master's course, me and all the other students on the course went for 2 weeks, sort of investigating the biodiversity of the area, finding out the issues between the local people, the Masai Mara tribe, and finding out what issues they face with poaching and other things like that. And then possibly topping that, I was able to go to the Himalayas when I was 22. I was chosen as one of 5 zoologists to head out there, basically conducting an experiment to see what issues are facing the area, because it was a very pristine natural area with pristine rainforest and mountainous zones. But basically there was a huge lobby from the government to develop the area for an increase in population and things like this. And so basically we had to just go out there, conduct research projects and deliver these back to the government and the university out there in Sikkim to show them, this is what's going to happen, this is what's out there, and this is what we need to preserve. This is something I'm really passionate about. I love the idea of going into a wilderness area, finding out what lives there and delivering this message back to the people, whether it's to government or just an audience watching at home, just to really show them if they're not able to get there or if they don't know, what's out there and what we might lose if, certain decisions are made to develop in an area or to cut down a rainforest, for example. So I hope you've enjoyed walking around the World of Birds Park in Hout Bay today. The conservation message and really just showcasing wildlife to the world is a dream that I've had for a long, long time. And if I can inspire people like my idols, David Attenborough and Steve Irwin, then that definitely would be a dream come true for me.